How is it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video on the channel. And as you can see in today's title and thumbnail, we have just finished witnessing a huge game in the NHL playoffs. Game 6 between the Leafs and the Lightning saw a very evenly matched back and forth affair where, if I'm being honest, I think either side could have taken home the W. I mean, this could have been the time we finally see the Leafs get past the first round, but unfortunately for them, the Lightning did manage to clutch up with a couple of nice goals from their key players like Kucherov, who scored a goal midway through the third period after the Leafs went 5-on-3. He shot one through the wickets of Jack Campbell, and then later on in overtime, Braden Point with a very nice goal right in front of the net off of a Jack Campbell rebound, buried it, and we will see Game 7 between these teams. I mean, obviously, it's a Leafs playoff series, so of course there's going to be Game 7. It's going to be exciting Saturday night, and I honestly do not know what is going to happen. Will the Leafs finally break through, or will we see a repeat in history where the Lightning end their hopes and dreams and send them back to the golf course? I want to know your thoughts in the comment section below for question of the day. Who do you think will win this Game 7 matchup between the Leafs and the Lightning? It's been a great series, back and forth, and it's so unpredictable. I predicted in my playoff bracket Leafs in 7, but I don't exactly know how I feel about that decision anymore, so I guess we're just going to have to wait and see. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to make this video just to give my thoughts on a very interesting playoff game. You know, I don't really have any team to talk about in particular since the Canucks, my favorite team, have been knocked out in the regular season, so there's not that much buzz around them. But, you know, this is a very good game in a series that, you know, has been getting a lot of talk around social media. I've seen Twitter and Instagram popping off with headlines on what people think is going to happen in Game 7, so I kind of want to butt in here on YouTube and talk about what I think is going to personally happen. So yeah, that's pretty much all that we're doing here. Kind of a laid back video. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, as man, it's been a good playoff so far, and hopefully the intensity of the games can stay similar to this one right here that we're about to talk about. So yeah, without further ado, let's actually get into the contents of the video. So one thing to note about this first period here, you know, not so much the Lightning goals, we'll get to that in just a minute here, but Vasilevsky, this guy was solid in this first period, gave his team a chance, and I really think that it came in clutch later on in the game. But anyways, first period, the first goal came at about the 18-minute mark with 2 minutes left. It was a steal by Andre Palat on the right side. He cut in front of the net, got a good angle, and then went far side on Jack Campbell to make it 1-0 for the Lightning. So a good start there for them. But also, you know, later on in the second period, in the last 2 minutes, the Leafs kind of went under siege a little bit here. But Jack Campbell, he made a couple of nice saves to keep his team within one in hopes that, you know, their team would calm down in the second period. But yeah, they kind of had to get through that little rough patch, and, you know, they were kind of better in the early portions of the second period, until with 9 minutes remaining, Anthony Cirelli picks up the puck on the far side. He comes up here on Mark Giordano, plays him well, does a little spinorama move, and then fires it short side on the ice, and it beats Jack Campbell, and the Tampa Bay Lightning go up 2-0 here in the second period, with a bit of a stranglehold, you could say. You know, they're at home, the arena's buzzing. How are the Leafs going to respond to this? And it's Austin Matthews, of all people. He fires right back a minute later, a great response from the Leafs, and it was a nice tip from him off of, I think that was a Morgan Riley shot. It could have been TJ Brody. I could be wrong. Can't really see the player there, but regardless, it was a nice goal, and they're within one. So there is a little bit of life here for the Leafs to try and take over this series. Then this is when it started to get a little bit crazy here, because with 37 seconds left in the second period, Jason Spezza picks up the puck, plays it over to the far side where there's a shot by Johnny T. He shoots, and Jason Spezza bats it out of the air to make it a 2-2 hockey game. But, you know, that's not actually it for the second period, because with 12 seconds to go, so about 20 seconds later here, the Leafs, they get another chance here. Johnny T in the slot fires it in, and it beats Andre Vasilevsky for the 3-2 goal with 8 seconds left in the period. Crazy stuff. And before you know it, the Leafs are on top. It's looking like the Leafs are finally going to break the curse, but then they get a 5-on-3 against them. Alex Kerfoot high sticks his man, Victor Hedman, and it's just the worst timing ever. I felt so bad, but Nikita Kucherov on the 5-on-3, you're not really stopping that. He absolutely wires it on Jack Campbell through the 5-hole, and we have a tie game in the third period with about 10 minutes to go, where, it was really back and forth, a lot of good chances on both sides. Vasilevsky was standing on his head. He was looking really solid. So was Jack Campbell. It was looking like, we were going to get a nice overtime, which we did. But, with 1 minute remaining in the overtime, Braden Point on the rebound. It was Hagel. He passed it into the middle to Killorn. Nice save from Jack Campbell, but there was no one in front to clear the rebound. Hall was kind of watching the game, and then before he knew it, it was in the back of the net. The Lightning win it 4-3. A very solid hockey game to watch, but I think this really raises the question, what does this mean for the Leafs heading into Game 7? What do they have to do to mentally prepare for this one? Because they've been here before, and they know the result. Every single time it's been a loss, so they're going to hope to break out of that cycle. I don't know how they're going to do it, man. It seems like it's too scripted to be true, but I feel like the Lightning might take this one if I'm giving my honest opinion. I mean, unless the big guns can finally show up, and I'm not just talking about Matthews, he's always there to show up, but I'm talking about Nylander, I'm talking about Marner, and I'm talking about Tavares. If they want any chance at winning this game, all four of those guys need to be at the top of their game to beat a strong goalie in Andrei Vasilevsky. Same goes with the D-core. They need to be strong in front of Jack Campbell. He's been doing all he can to keep his team in the series. And, there's only so much he can do against a really good forward core in Tampa. So, we'll see what happens. It's going to be a very interesting game. And you better tune into it because, man, this is one that you're not going to want to miss. So, as I said, man, comments are open to give your opinions. Who do you got in this one? I personally think it's going to be the Lightning, even though I went with the Leafs originally. I hope it's the Leafs, though, because I kind of want to see them get through. I feel bad for all Leaf fans, but I don't know, man. I just don't know if I see it happening after all of the years. Will the Leafs be able to do it? I don't know. That's just going to be up to Faith to decide. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, and I'll be sure to catch you guys all in the next one. Peace.